now I'm going to show you how I sew these together. So I'm going to bring over what I just finished cutting. Okay, so we'll just do one or two. Do one and then we'll do it again, just to show you. Meanwhile, let me get this down. And my machine's already threaded. Let's bring out a few of these. I'm not going to use all of these, but just a few of them. I'm going to bring that out. And then I'm going to move my camera. Hopefully I don't drop anything while I'm showing you. Okay. Let's see. It's kind of blurring out. I don't know why. There we go. Let's go up a little bit. This is a serenade. That's what this is called. So first thing I want to do, let me go up a little bit higher if I can. Let's see, what is this? Let me pull it up a little bit more. Okay, this is the serenade. That's what this is called. It's baby lock. So we get the two pieces that we cut. I'm going to set the two on the side over here. Let's see. And this is the 6x6 block that I cut. Let me see if I need to bring my light a little lower like that so you can see this. That's the 4x4. 6x6, I don't know where that came from. So we're going to get the first 4x2, 4 inches by 2 inches. We're going to get one at a time. And then we want to place that together like, let's see. Let me get this situated. There you go. I can see that a little better with the light. Okay. So, hold it like that. Get your wonder clips. Place that on each end. Okay, we're going to sew this at 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to slide my, here's the dimensions, if you can see that. There is the 0, and that's the middle. That'll line up with the needle. So from the 0 to the left is 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch. And then you repeat it to the right, and it's the same. It's 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and then 1 inch. So what we're going to do is, let's slide that, and we're going to go right to the 1/4 of an inch, which is right here, 0, 1/4. And I'm going to, let's see, I don't think I have my stiletto. I'm going to bring my stiletto. There's that 1/4. I'm going to slide that right there. And then I'm going to lower my presser foot down just enough so it touches that right there. And I lock the stitch. Okay? So now I'm going to start sewing at 1/4 of an inch. See, I'm still at that 1/4 of an inch. And I could slowly remove my wonder clips. I'm utilizing my stiletto. I'm going to tack that down. And then I'm going to trim that off. and let the whole machine completely stop. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. But the next thing we're gonna do is add the next piece. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Line up corner to corner. Add your wonder clips on both ends. These are awesome to have. If you haven't bought any yet, and you've been using pins all your life, I am going to tell you, I have been using needle pins all as long as I can remember. And I hesitated to buy these wonder clips. And that tacked it automatically down. Let me make sure it's underneath there. I also changed the settings on the machine. I have it on number 3, so the presser foot will really press on that material because it gets thicker as you go. So the stitch is at 3, the length is 3.5. The other tension is 2.0, and the actual, bobbin tension on top of the thread is 3.0. So I'm going to slowly start that. And remove that. Keeping my 1/4 of an inch. I have persistently been using 1/4 of an inch non-stop on every piece. And then back stitch or tack that stitch down and then trim that off. So open these up and steam press them, or whichever way you use. I'm going to go to my iron and heat it up because it's been turned off. So I need to turn it on. And let's see, is it on? Oops, I didn't turn it on. Well, no wonder it wasn't hot. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just finger press this for right now. You can finger press it while that is getting heated up. And then I'll finger press this side with my stiletto. And I'm going to pick up the next piece. And I've been consistent with the 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to add my wonder clips. They're strong. You really have to press it. And now I'm going to go and get one more. And they're really hard to open up, but once you get the hang of it. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that that is lined up. See how it was a little offline? So let me get that right on that point. Insert that. Let me, okay. Remove that. There's those little threads that just kind of, you just have to move them out the way. And then I'm going to remove that one. I'm using the foot control. I ordered it last week and it arrived for the baby lock. Tack that down and trim that off. Okay, so we're going to open this one up. Again, I'm going to finger press that, but I'm also going to take it to the iron because now the iron is nice and hot. So you can hear that. I'm pretty sure you can hear that. Okay. some people use starch. I used to use starch all the time. And after you do that a lot of times, like I did for years and years and years, you, your iron starts getting all starchy. So you constantly have to clean your iron when you're doing that. And then I stopped using starch. But what you can do is when you're completely finished with your quilt, and I mean when you ironed them all, you know, like I'm doing right now, and once it's all complete, you got the, if it's a twin bed, a lap quilt, or and you haven't added the batting or anything, then I press it again. I press, press, press. Then you may want to spray it with starch. And I use actual starch, the way my grandmother used starch. And I spray the whole thing, and then I hang it out into air dry on a laundry line. And once it's completely dried, which is usually the next day, I bring it back in and then I steam press it. Now that I have my old iron, I can now use that iron for that purpose and that purpose only. Just when I'm adding starch, but I won't use it on my brand new cordless iron. So I'm looking for that 1/4 inch and sliding this down. Get my stiletto, back stitch. It's not back stitching, I don't know why, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. Remove that. That over. Remove that. Lock that stitch into place. Trim that. So I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to just sew it. And tack that down. And then I'm going to press this open. I'll use my stiletto to press it down. And I'm also going to iron this with my cordless iron. So press. I like to use steam. That removes all the wrinkles. And look how beautiful that looks. And it's going to go with the stack that I've already added. I love how if you cut everything right, it's going to come out really nice. So just to show you again, one more time, let's see, we're at 13 minutes. Here is the 4x4. I start removing any little fraying that has happened while I was doing this, because it does happen. Again, get your piece. Corner to corner. Add your wonder clips, as many as your little heart contents. There's no right or wrong when you're adding your wonder clips. So I'm gonna slide that, and all this little stuff gets on me. Okay, so tack that down. Start removing your clips. Follow that 1/4 inch seam allowance. Holding that down with my stiletto. We're on point. Trim that off. I'm going to take it back around because I didn't see it tack it down when I wanted it tacked. There. I'm going to go ahead and add the next piece. You don't have to add wonder clips if you feel confident enough to just sew. But because I want mine, and I want to be able to know that all my edges are just nice. So, oops, like that, and follow that 1/4 inch. Right there. I like the guide that I can see where I'm going with this, and then tack it down, and then trim that off. I'm going to turn it around because it didn't tack it again, so I don't know what I'm doing. That's something that I found out that my machine does, so that's all new for me, and I love it. Okay, I'm going to take it to my new iron and press. It's staying. Make sure it goes back on the cradle. We've got those done. Get your 6.5. I think I said in the other video that I uploaded, I said 3 3/4. I don't know what made me say that, but it's actually 6.5. So I'm correcting that other video. Okay. So slide that through. Even though I may have cut these pieces at 3 3/4, it actually should have been 6.5. Okay, lay that down. You see how that does that? If you just hit the down button, it tacks it for you. And I am just learning so much from this machine. And then you unclick it, and then it proceeds to sew. So this little machine has these wonderful little options. And as soon as I get ink from my printer, I am going to print that whole book out. The whole pamphlet. I don't know how many pages there are. I didn't really quite look at it, but there's a lot. And I'm going to tack that down. Okay, one more time. Let's do this other one. Let's open this up. Press it while you can. Place it back on the cradle, electrical cradle, so it can start heating up. It literally shuts down after, if you don't use it within 30 minutes, it turns itself off, which is, I think, awesome. Okay, so then I'm gonna place that corner to corner. And just to let you know that the seams are pressed, going in opposite directions. I didn't open up the seams. Okay. And then match that corner, slide that under your foot, under the presser foot. Okay. Tack that down. I'm gonna pick up that, I'm gonna trim it off first because it didn't tack again. Sometimes I forget. Take that stitch out. There it goes. Do that again. Do that 3 times. And now I feel confident enough to go all the way across. Wonder clip. trim that off. I'm going to take it to the iron again. Press that. And that is beautiful. Look how beautiful those stitches turned out. So that's how you piece these together. And I have 3 more to do. So I hope you learned something. And don't forget to like my video and share it. And have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. Bye.